Hi, this is just Nick Mercer again. I'm on with Mike Luke of Pony Locale, and we're going to do the second episode of my Hopeful NL Businesses podcast and try to get some people to visit and their website and their business when this COVID-19 crisis is all over. So Mike, would you want to talk about Pony Locale, what you guys do, and where you are, and online, how people can find you, and all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Well, Pony Locale is a Pilates, kinesiology, and massage therapy studio located here in St. John's, Newfoundland. We're located at 120 Lemarchant Road in the old Harrington Primary Lawrence College building. We've got an absolutely gorgeous sunlit studio that we've just recently moved into. So we've got 5 reformers. So we do reformer classes there, Pilates reformer classes. We do mat classes in our studio. Our classes tend to be smaller in size, and we do that on purpose because one of the things that we're known for and specialize in at Pony Locale is more of the one-on-one attention. And we like to give more people more attention in a class setting. There are many people out there that can't afford the one-on-one work and more of that specialized work. So we like to give a little bit of that in all of our classes. We also, so I guess that kind of rolls into the one-on-one work. And I would say the thing that we probably specialize the most in is really helping people address imbalances in their body.
Yeah.
So, starting off with a postural analysis, getting a sense of what the center of their body is doing, and then really starting from within the center and then unwinding all the way out to sort of like the fingertips, the toes, and the ends of your hair kind of idea. I'm being sarcastic on purpose. Yeah. But really it is about starting from the center and moving outward. Once you start to balance the tissues in and around the spine and the pelvis, it's really amazing what can happen to someone who might be suffering from something in a shoulder or in the neck or in the ankle or the knee or something like that. So we have 2 kinesiologists on staff. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pilates instructors. And then we also have massage therapy at our studio. We have currently one massage therapist on staff. We're looking for a second. But of course, as this crisis kind of hit, it really put a little bit of a dampener on that hunt. But we really find that combination of the movement and manual therapy and that collaboration with everyone, and if it's not a manual therapist within the studio, it's a manual therapist or a colleague who works more in movement or manual therapy outside of the studio. That's okay. We tend to collaborate with a lot of other studios and clinics. In helping the individual. We don't believe that it's one practice is the sole answer. It's often a collaborative approach, a collective approach. Yeah. That's really and truly what we do. We have lots of classes on the schedule. Of course, not right now, but we have just started putting some classes online. So they will be posted on our website, ponylocale.ca, very soon. They are on our YouTube page or channel. I can't remember what it's called. So if you were to YouTube Pony Locale, you would start to see some of those videos.
And you can also access that from your webpage too, right?
Pardon me?
From ponylocale.ca, you can access all your social media accounts, right?
Yeah, ponylocale.ca will have them posted very very soon, but they are, as I said, on our YouTube page, and they are accessible at the moment. We're going to upload a couple more there this evening. So, as an example, Sarah's already done a couple of classes for a Parkinson's group. that we normally teach two Parkinson's classes a week. And what I mean by Parkinson's classes are there are classes geared towards people who are living with Parkinson's.
Right.
Many of which are not very mobile and are very unstable. But then there's also a portion of the group which still are very high functioning. So we have sort of like a beginner level class, and also more of we would call, I guess, an intermediate class for the group. And it's been incredibly successful. I think we're probably in our fourth or fifth year doing those classes. So as I said, we've just recently posted a couple of classes for that group. But other groups that could avail of those classes are people with, some back pain, hip pain, knee pain, or some amount of instability, or even, if we get more specific, people who suffer from balance issues or dizziness issues, or have had concussions in the past and need more gentle work, or need to have some ideas on what to do needing a ledge or a countertop.
Right.
Or what could they do that would benefit them if they were to sit in a chair. So a couple of those classes are posted up. I know that Sarah also did a full 1 hour core flow class. I did a more intense high intensity interval training class, or a small circuit, home circuit.
And they're all on YouTube.
That's all on the YouTube. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If you look up, as I said, Pony Locale, YouTube. If you search Pony Locale in YouTube, you'll show up. All of our stuff will show up.
And I go saying that there's a link to the YouTube page on ponylocale.ca homepage.
Yes, I do believe. Yeah. If not,
there's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all their social media.
Right there. Yeah, social media is there. I'm not 100% positive because we've just recently updated our website.
Okay.
And so I cannot remember at this moment if that YouTube link is there or not. But should people go to YouTube and search Pony Locale, they will absolutely be able to find those classes and access those classes. And they, of course, are all free of charge at the moment, which is great.
Great.
And we're just going to keep building on that.
Right. Excellent.
And, so it's great. It's wonderful.
All right, great. Well, thanks so much. And I guess I just get you to, you already done that great job there of saying where you are and stuff, but just remind people where they can find you physically and online.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're quite active on Instagram and quite active on Facebook. So if people were to look us up and look up and down the page, and if they like what they see, hit us a little like there. And if they've got any suggestions or questions about anything, even for themselves at home, we would be more than happy to reach out to them or to talk with them. We're considering even next week doing some online consultation stuff.
Right.
So that'll be brand new. So we would love people to reach out. Email is also a great way to reach out to us. info@ponylocale.ca. We're always active on email and really quite active on social media too. So please do just give us a shout. We'd love to hear from you.
And you're on the Marchant Road.
120 La Marchant Road. That's correct. But of course, we don't want people to come by there just yet.
No, it's not yet. There's no point now, but in the future, that's where they'll find you. But
and Nick, I just want to take a moment too, just to throw a shout out to yourself and how important I think the work is that you do, and how greatly we appreciate all of what you do, and sincerely appreciate what you're doing for us and other businesses around the city right now during this crisis. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And this is my second episode, and so far I've talked to and just physical ability, physical therapy, and Pilates, Kinesiology studios, like physical activity studios. But I'm also looking to help out any restaurants or any other type of business that want to people know where they are, what they're doing, and stuff like that during this time. So I know all businesses are struggling. So please feel free to reach out on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and my website, and concussiontalk@gmail.com. And on those Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is all at Concussion Talk. And just thank you so much to Pony Locale, because actually they're my first introduction to Pilates was Point Locale. And I've done some workouts, some kinesiology sessions with Mike, and it's been great. And actually, when I did my Pilates teacher training, I actually worked there for a while before my dad got sick. For that in 2015, 2014, 2015. So,
Yeah, we
yeah,
were super proud to have you.
yeah. So I have some links there, but even this is just for people who I don't have links to at all. So if anyone else wants to want to plug their business on this podcast, this is what I'm trying to do to help out local businesses during this time. So hope everyone visits punlocale.ca and eventually visit them at 120 Lawrence Road. But for now, punlocale.ca, and thank you, Mike Luke.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nick. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.